Whose fault is it anyway? To find out the answer to this question and many of other life's questions, we have to go all the way back to the book of beginnings, to the book of Genesis. Genesis chapter 3, we read where the Lord called out unto Adam, and he said, "Where art thou?" Now this was after Adam and Eve had partaken of the forbidden fruit, had listened and obeyed the serpent rather than God, who had already told them, "You can eat of every tree, fruit of every tree in the garden, but this one, do not eat of this one." Well, you know the story. Eve was deceived. The devil was able to pull the wool over her eyes, and she ate of the fruit, and then she was able to convince her husband to do the same thing. Now, it's interesting, but let's look at this real quickly. It says in Genesis 3:9, "And the Lord God called unto Adam, and he said, Where art thou?" Where are you at? And Adam immediately responded, and he says, I heard your voice calling out to me, and I was afraid because I was naked. And the Lord said, "Who told you were naked?" And he said, "Have you eaten of the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" And the man said, this was the first thing out of his mouth, "The woman that you gave me, she gave me of the tree." The blame game. Nobody wants to take responsibility for their own sins. Adam blamed Eve. God went to Eve and he asked her what it was she did. She blamed the devil. She said, "The serpent beguiled me." And then the Lord went to the serpent and he said, "Because of what you've done, you're cursed." And you know the story of the curse of the serpent. And the Lord prophesied and said he's going to put enmity between thee and the woman. Now, what I want you to notice here, and the point I'm trying to make, is that God first came to the man. He first came to the man. Man shifted the blame down to the woman, and then the woman shifted her blame down to the serpent. But when the Lord was done, he went first to the serpent, then to the woman, and then back to the man. He started with the man, and he ended with the man. Gentlemen, it's your responsibility to keep the devil out of your house.